Hola, my name is Alican. I'm 24 years old. I'm from Istanbul, Turkey, and I studied economics. I work in a lane with coordinate, but our coordinate organization is Rota Jovem. I work in 3 different places. First place is one kindergarten, 2 de Maio Jardim de Infantil. I work there with teachers. I help them, and sometimes I do some activities. I play with children, and now I'm making one theater for them. And my second workplace is Liga, one center for disabled people. And two days I work there. First day I work with one guy. He paints with his hand, and I help his activities every week. My third workplace is Escola Básica Francisco da Ruda. I work there in Biblioteca, and I work in Sala Aberta. Generally, I help their activities. Once I prepared Semana da Leitura, which means week of literacy. What I do most like about project is working with children. At the beginning, I wasn't so ready to work children because I had afraid of to dealing with them, how to manage with them. But after some time, I used to work with them, and now I really like to be with them, to work with them, to play with them. The most difficult thing about the project is I think the language. Even I really like the language, which is Portuguese language. It took me some time to learn it and to communicate with that, because in workplaces we have to speak Portuguese. Okay, they also speak English, but we have to communicate in Portuguese, and it was a bit challenge for me. I wanted to speak Portuguese, but my Portuguese wasn't enough. So it was the most difficult thing, but it was like bitter difficult, sweet difficulties, because every day I learned something new, some new words, and yeah, now after 7 months I feel better, I speak better, I communicate with people much better. I think the most thing about what project gave me is the first is I learned how to deal with children, and secondly, I had a chance to learn one Portuguese. I had a chance to learn Portuguese language, and third is living abroad, of course. What I give to the project, first thing is to present myself in the project, and second thing, I think, to give some different visions to the children, also with the people who I work with. But I think I received more than I give to the project. I think to work with children was for me is the biggest thing that I ever learned in project, because they teach me a lot. At the beginning I thought I will have problems to deal with them, or how to manage with them. I was a bit afraid, but after a couple of time I just realized how they're beautiful and nice, and I just get used to work with them. Also, the challenge was to live in abroad in a new country, but I get used to it very quickly, because I traveled before I came here. I traveled a lot, so I get used to it very quickly. I really like Lisbon, and actually I really feel that I was lucky to live here because I don't know, this city has something very special. I don't know why. Since now I traveled a lot in Europe, and I didn't feel before like I feel here that feeling at home. I feel happy here. My favorite film is Los Lunes al Sol by Fernando León de Aranoa because it shows how capitalism can break people and people's life. So that's why when I watched it first time, it affected me really much. My favorite book is Zorba the Greek from Nikos Kazantzakis because I really like the quotes on the book, and also how writer explained the joy of living, and I also like the character of the book, which is Zorba. My favorite song is Jurjevdan from Bielodugme because this song shows how Balkan countries and Balkan culture is so enjoyable, and it's full of fun. Yeah.